for the daily news. Covered up all government crimes, helped the Nazis round up Jews. Maggie knew the government trained and funded murderers. Maggie lied to everyone. Maggie loves all perjurers. Maggie knew most little girls were killed by ex-convicts, dumped on rehabilitated by all corrupt governments. Back on streets to strike again, but monster Maggie was aloof. Maggie could have saved these girls if only she had told the truth. Maggie covered up the truth and let these little girls get raped. Maggie did it all for cash and ignored the girls she could have saved. Maggie knew the DOC trained inmates just like pit bulls. Maggie covered up the truth to guarantee dead little girls. Maggie knows evil cannot win, minus media's evil spin. Hitler couldn't kill the Jews, minus many Maggie's views. Evil needs dishonesty, evil needs distorted news. Truth is evil's enemy. Maggie fights truth faithfully. Maggie fights truth faithfully. Maggie fights truth faithfully. And you'll notice all her friends will get mad at me. Wrote for the New York Post. Maggie wrote for the Daily News. Covered up all government crimes, helped the Nazis round up Jews. You'll never see any one of Maggie's defenders rebut a single one of my points. I wonder why. They'll just attack the messenger. 'Cause that's what the media does. Maggie knows what causes rape, instead protects the evil state. 5-year statute of limitations, New York's rapist invitation. Maggie says she doesn't care, crime's not an issue for the mayor. When it's time to place the blame, just remember Maggie's name. Just remember Maggie's name. Scratch vocal. Just remember Maggie's name. Maggie Haberman is the government's best friend. Maggie Haberman is a murderer's best friend. Maggie Haberman is a rapist's best friend. Maggie Haberman is a monstrous human. Maggie knew that girls were raped by stepdads paid by the state, children killed by ACS. She called the guilty boss the best, protected Bloomberg and that sleaze. Giuliani friend a rapist priest, both protected the Catholic Church. Maggie wrote only pleasant words. Maggie knows that cops are blind, few rapists they ever find. Maggie always tries to remind us that the cops are great, calls them the finest. Maggie works at City Hall. Maggie sucks off City Hall, helps buddies rape us all, covers up crimes big and small. Maggie knows the DOC trains inmates just like pit bulls. Maggie covered up the truth to guarantee dead little girls. Evil needs dishonesty, evil needs distorted news. Truth is evil's enemy. Maggie fights truth faithfully. Maggie fights truth faithfully. Maggie fights truth faithfully. Maggie wrote for the New York Post. Maggie wrote for the Daily News. Covered up all government crimes, helped the Nazis round up Jews. Maggie knows evil cannot win, minus media's evil spin. Hitler couldn't kill the Jews, minus many Maggie's views. Maggie knows what causes rape, instead protects the evil state. 5-year statute of limitations, New York's rapist invitation. Maggie said doesn't care. Crime's not an issue for the mayor. When it's time, you place the blame. Just remember Maggie's name. Just remember Maggie's name. Just remember Maggie's name. Maggie Haberman is the government's best friend. Maggie Haberman is a murderer's best friend. Maggie Haberman is a criminal's best friend. Maggie Haberman is a monstrous human. I'm not kidding. I welcome you to do a little bit of research on Nazi Germany. How did the Nazis get so many votes in 1933? Because the Nazis worked for all the corporations. Hitler was a tool of the corporations. And if the corporations, you can go back and look and see how many of the stories about the Nazis running noted that their lead, Hitler, was a convicted criminal. They all left that little fact out because they wanted to help the Nazis cheat the elections. Literally, there was no World War II, no Holocaust, without the lies of hundreds of Maggie Habermans lying to the voters of Germany to help the Nazis steal the 1933 elections. You see this pattern all over the world. There is one evil on the planet: media. You cannot name another evil that isn't the result directly of media lies. Environmental crimes, big business crimes, rape, domestic violence, anything you can name, burglary, bullying in elementary school. Every problem on earth is the direct result of lies by journalists. George Bush wouldn't have been governor of Texas if the reporters had told the truth. None of them did, because all media is owned by rich businessmen. Media was created exclusively by rich businessmen to manipulate public opinion on behalf of their business interests, because most humans have been poor forever. Most humans will be poor. There's many more angry poor people getting fucked every day than there are rich who stole all our money. So how do they keep 90% of the majority from lynching these fucking criminals? Media brainwashing them to pay attention to where Kim Kardashian had lunch. Or every day in the newspapers here in New York City, they lied about the mayors. They lied about everything, the crime rates. They lied about everything. And Maggie Haberman, one of the biggest liars I've ever met. And you'll notice her and her friends will never rebut or debate anything I say, which is funny, because the Nazis were notorious for never debating their opponents. Ding, ding, ding. You want to fix the world? It's so easy. Go after the problem. Media. Don't go after any of the symptoms. Go after the problem. Journalists. Remember, Hitler didn't kill any Jews. His soldiers did all the murdering. The journalists are the Nazi soldiers killing you, robbing you, and robbing everyone you know. And a few more educational points for my neighbors, all enslaved. One, remember, all the politicians, Republican and Democrats, are puppets of the corporations. The corporations fund their campaigns. The corporations tell you you have two choices. You can vote for this robot Republican, or you can vote for this robot Democrat. It's always a Republican that nobody likes, and it's always a Democrat that nobody likes. That is not coincidental. All your choices are fake because the corporations realize it's better to let the sheep think they chose Mike Bloomberg, that they chose Rudy Giuliani, because it's much more insidious than having a totalitarian state where there is no voting allowed. At least that's honest. You see the difference? And keep that in mind. A lot of scumbags will say, I'm not like a Nazi, I didn't kill any Jews. Actually, if you look at Nazi Germany
killing Jews is not what the Nazis stood for. The Nazis were a corporate tool. Take a look. They were elected in 1933. They didn't start rounding up the Jews for fucking 5 years. Okay? But they were outlawing civil liberties. They were enslaving the people. Actually, I mean, I'm being unfair. Nazi Germany was far more honest than, for instance, America today. Right? Why do they call killing 6 million Jews a Holocaust? But they don't call killing 9 million Native Americans a Holocaust. Pretty wacky, huh? Oh, well, let's not leave out the 7 million black slaves murdered over 300 years of slavery in America, when they would stack them like cordwood in fucking ships across the Atlantic. They would die from disease and starvation. Why don't we call that a Holocaust? Oh, right. The media controls what we call a Holocaust and what we don't call a Holocaust. The media lies to you about everything. And take it from me, I've been a reporter who's written for numerous papers. All media lies. They lie to you about everything. And the more they get caught, the more people leave the polls, they cheat it all. Again, a Nazi is not somebody who kills a Jew. A Nazi is anyone who uses censorship. A Nazi is anyone who helps the corporations lie. That's what Nazism is. They only started killing the Jews at the last minute when they realized, oh fuck, we're gonna lose the war. Let's fucking kill all these Jews as fast as we can. You can look. They didn't build the concentration camps in 34. They didn't build the concentration camps in 36. You've seen the photos. Why are there barracks for Jews? Wouldn't you just put them directly into the ovens? All media lies. I mean, I hate to attack Jews, even though Israel admits it's the new neo-Nazi. Well, it's not the only Nazi government on the planet. But you can't deny it. There are a lot of Jewish owners of media because Hitler said it. If you own the media, you run everything. You don't need an army. You don't need guns and bullets. And remember this. We live in World War III, but you people don't notice it. World War III is a new kind of war. It's economic. This way, you enslave 7 billion people, but you don't have them fight back. When you use bullets and weapons, the people fight back no matter what because they're dying. Their family members are dying. They're gonna fight back. But if they're dying because the hospitals are bad, or they're dying because they can't get health care, they're not gonna fight back. If you're stealing their homes through bogus foreclosures, if you're stealing all their property through higher taxes, if you're enslaving them completely and stealing everything from them, they won't fight back. World War III is in full effect. It's an economic war. And you know who the Nazi soldiers are this time. Journalists. Without journalists, there can be no bad government. Without journalists, there can be no bad big business. Because anytime any of these Goliaths do anything wrong, the newspapers would tell the people. And when an election comes up, everybody would vote for the person who stands up to the Goliaths. But that never happens, does it? They just install new puppets and new puppets. I told everyone in 2004, Barack Obama is a typical robot. And everyone laughed at me. Now everyone says I was right in 2004. Barack Obama was a Manchurian candidate put forward by the corporations to continue most Bush proposals, which are the same as many Clinton and Reagan and Bush and Carter and all of them. It's all the fucking same thing. Wake the fuck up. Stop the Nazis